Inside this video, I'm going to make your story sets go from 0 to 100. I'll be telling you common mistakes and why your story sets just suck in general. And I'll be telling you a secret tip at the end of this video that made me able to score my first ever story set and made me super consistent at them. So make sure you stay to the end of the video where I give you that secret tip that's guaranteed to make you score your first story set. And before I get into this video, I'm trying to 10k subs to my channel. I'm so close to that 10k sub mark, so please go below and sub to my channel, as every single sub matters at this point. And also like the video. I'm trying to get 50 likes in this video, so please just like down below, it helps me a lot with the algorithm. And let's get on into the video now and see why you suck at stalls. So starting off, this is my training pack I'm using in this video. I'm using Freestyle training pack, and I'm using this on shot 1 on this pack, just like this. And I'm going to be going through common mistakes in this video. And the first mistake is on the setup. This is where you're boosting too fast into the ball like this, you're hitting the ball and it's just hitting the ceiling. The same applies to doing it too lightly like that. You're jumping up and the ball's already hitting the floor. You don't want either of these is rubbish. So you want your car to be going at around this speed. So from standstill, you're pressing your throttle or gas and you're just tapping boost around 2 or 3 times. This is the speed you want to be going into the wall, just like this. You also want to be giving the ball, you want the ball to roll up the wall a tiny bit. A lot of people don't let the ball roll up the wall and they just do that. That's not going to help at all. So you want to make the ball roll a tiny bit up the wall before you go into it. So you don't want to be doing this. Another mistake people make is make it roll too far in front of them like that. Making the ball higher on the wall like this means the ball's going to be so much lower down. So you want the point where the ball's rolling up the wall and it's still connected. When it goes past the advertising banner, it comes off the wall. So you want it as it's staying on the wall. So you want to hit the ball on the advertising banner. So where my car is right now. You don't want to be hitting the ball up here. You don't want to be hitting the ball down here. That's a really common mistake people do, is they don't hit it in the right place, just like that. That was too low down. You want to hit it on the advertising banner there. That means it's the perfect height. You also see how I'm boosting into the ball like that. I'm boosting into the ball to make it have a lot of height so I can jump up and get the reset. What I'm also doing as well that's really useful is that I'm boosting into the ceiling. I'm not just letting my car fly by itself into the ceiling. I'm not feathering my boost into the ceiling. I'm really boosting into the ceiling. This makes my car really drop down below the ball like that. That's really helpful. So now that's everything for the setup and all of the common mistakes for the setup. So now let's get on to the actual reset. So what a lot of people do that's a massive mistake is they lean their car further away from the ball like that. You want your car to be in line with the ball. So for example, I want my car to be facing towards the ball, so I could literally just boost forwards and hit it like that. A lot of new players and a lot of players in general just fly up to the ceiling like that and their car's facing the complete opposite direction. This just won't work out. You really want to angle your car towards the ball. You can see I'm tapping on my aero right to make my car in line with the ball. This is really important. So if your ball is really high in the air like that and your car's facing the ball, it's just a piece of cake to get the reset. As you can just boost a tiny bit and I'm just below the ball there. It's just really easy to get the reset. When if your car is facing this direction, you have to readjust your car, you have to fly down, and by the time you get the reset, your car and ball is just on the floor. So this is so important to make your car face towards the ball here. And you see I'm just tapping that right air roll. My air roll right is on R1 and my air roll left is on L1. And it's really important you're boosting into the ceiling, as if the faster you boost into the ceiling, the more your car drops like that. And that is really important, as I'm not jumping off the ceiling. I'm not jumping off like that. I'm letting my car fall. I'm not jumping. This is why I've got that unlimited flip and I'm just a lot more in control of my car. So just make sure you're not jumping off the ceiling and you're letting your car fall by itself. That's all of the mistakes people make for this part of the shot. I'll recover them again now. So this is one of the secret tips. Don't do that. Make your car face towards the ball. Make it easier for yourself. Just like this. I tap my right air roll so my car is literally behind the ball. And I'm also not flying straight up to the ceiling here, as my car and ball is too far away from each other. I'm making sure I'm boosting forwards with the ball. So I'm right next to the ball. So you see here, I'm literally boosting, so I'm just behind the ball like that, so I can just flip easy. That's all you're doing, just a normal ceiling shot. And then the last tip I had was boost a lot into the ceiling, so your car drops down lower. That's really, really useful, and I 100% recommend you do that. So now for the actual stall reset part. I'm going to go over the stall in a second, as that's a part most people struggle with. But before I go into the stall, there's a really important tip I have. You want to just lean your car down. It seems really simple. So a lot of people try and get the stall when their car is completely flat, and that just does not work. It sometimes works, but it doesn't. So you see that worked that time, but it's not the same. I'll do it again and really show you. So I'm not leaning down at all. I'm stalling, and I'm just really out of control. You really want to just tilt your car down a tiny bit. So press down on your joystick. Pressing down on your joystick slightly will improve it a lot. So you see there, I'm holding down onwards on my joystick. I mean, that didn't work out that reset, but I do this every single time. And it really lines you up with the ball to get the reset. And it's making it a lot easier. So make sure you just tap downwards on your joystick. Then it's a lot easier. I don't know, is this a reset? Somehow that was a reset, but as you can see there, it literally puts me on a T for the recovery. It makes the recovery a million times easier when you just lean down a tiny bit before you do the stall. Now with the stall, mistakes people make with the stall. A lot of people don't go exactly to the right on their joystick. If your car's not completely flat and you're spinning like this, you're just going to do a side flip or you're going to do a front flip. A lot of people say, why is my stalls not working? This is happening every single time. Why is this happening? It's because you see my right joystick now, it's completely to the right, like millimeters. This will make you do the stall 100% of the time. I say 100% of the time when I do that, but it's going to make it so much easier to do the stall. So really make sure, just practice these spins here and practice making your car as flat as possible in these spins. As if your car is, if your joystick's up like that, you're just going to flip. So make sure your car's joystick isn't up because you're just going to flip. So really put it on the side. And even if you put it on the side and your controller dead zone's like 0.2, you're just not going to be able to, I say that, but I did it, but it's going to be really difficult to do it. So make sure it's above 0.1, and I really recommend for new players have it around 0.3. So that's mainly everything for the stall. One last thing for the stall, you need to make sure you're doing a stall cancel. What's a normal stall like that, but you're just tapping on the other air roll. So making your car as flat as possible. As if your car's like this, you're not going to get the reset. Because the thing with stall resets is, especially this ceiling stall reset, when you press stall, your car's in that stall position for like a second. So if I'm doing that, it's never going to work. So you need to make sure you can stall cancel. So the stall cancel makes your car completely flat when you get the reset. Just like that. And one last thing for the stall that I don't think many people really talk about too much. And that's when you do the stall itself, just like this. The recovery of it, it's like a reverse tornado spin. A lot of people don't really explain it that well. And it's literally a reverse tornado spin, just like this. Reverse tornado spin, then boost when your car's nose is facing upwards, just like that. This helps a lot, having an idea of being able to do this, like that. A reverse tornado spin. That's all the recovery is, just a reverse tornado spin. Lots of people struggle a lot with this. They do this and they think, what am I supposed to do now? Just do the reverse tornado spin and you're fine. Just like this. As you can see on my controller, I am really like pushing my car's nose downwards. That helps me so much to do these. And you can also see when I'm pressing the stool, my car's here. I'm not pressing the stool when my car's underneath the ball. I'm pressing my stool when I'm far out from the ball, just like that. You don't want to be underneath the ball when you do this, as that will make your car and ball just fly straight upwards. So really make your car and ball further out and then stool into the ball. Don't stool underneath the ball. Stool further out from the ball. That is really important to do. So that's basically all of the common errors I can think of. There's not too much else to say. If you've got an error with this mechanic, tell me down below. And I will reply to that and I'll tell you what the mistake is. And I'll see you next time, and make sure to like and sub on this video. And make sure to like and sub, as I want 10k subs. And YouTube recommended you these videos. So go and watch these videos, as it will mean a lot to me, and YouTube recommended them, so you may as well.